All right, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be talking about a video game known as Lost Record Bloom and Rage, which is a video game that is making the headlines because, quite frankly, just like its previous iterations, they're extremely woke video games, right? They're video games that are made by activists. They are video games that are made by people that 100% aren't looking to make anything from a creative standpoint. They're simply trying to make something that is going to push the message that they want to push. And we have a video here from Sunr. If you guys don't know who Sunr Studios is, this man is absolutely amazing in the videos that he does. His level of sarcasm matches my own, and I can definitely connect with it. He made a video talking about this particular video game, and the way that he roasted is so hilarious that I had to do a reaction video today for you guys to see it yourselves. So let's get into this video, guys. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us out into that YouTube algorithm. And again, Sunr's video will be in the description box below and the pinned comment on this video so that you guys can go check it out if you enjoy his content. Here we go.
Thank you for joining me. Today I hope to address the games industry as well as gamers regarding a recent game launch and public conduct regarding the intentions of that game. It has been directly requested of me by people all across the games industry as well as gamers all around the world to represent their voices and feelings and help steer the industry away from hiring malpractice and self-serving corporate fixation and help guide the industry back toward creativity and integrity. Due to my position as a working professional in the industry.
Just so you guys are aware, his videos are usually like this, where they are super serious looking. But I'm going to tell you, it's going to devolve into absolute hilarious sarcasm in about a minute.
It is important I remain impartial as I listen to understand all perspectives regarding topics that affect the state of the industry. It is for this reason I do not single out, target, or name games from small or medium-sized development teams, as it is already challenging for that size of development studio to maintain profitability and bring positive attention to their products. Today I will make a modest exception as we discuss Lost Records, Bloom and Rage.
I like how he called them a small studio and just basically dissed the shit out of them before he's going into the video. This is great.
From Don't Nod Entertainment. I make this exception firstly due to the gravity of the topic we need to discuss. And
I didn't even realize that it was called Don't Nod Entertainment. That is hilarious, considering that I guarantee you most people would probably fall asleep playing this video game.
Secondly, nobody is going to hear of this game or much less purchase it anyway. The situation regarding this title is made worse by the
That is fucking facts, by the way.
developer of the game, Don't Nod Entertainment, silencing people who do not praise Lost Records, Bloom and Rage.
Shocker.
It is important I research and understand these games that I address, but I must apologize to Don't Nod Entertainment, because when I was looking up their new game, Lost Records, Bloom and Rage, I did nod off.
As expected.
So, I may not have an entirely complete understanding of this puberty simulator made for children.
Oh my god, a puberty simulator.
This software title is designed entirely to rely on manipulative tactics to force players to feel obligated to purchase their game.
Oh, that is exactly what it is, by the way. Anytime you have these kind of video games that rely on identity politics, I'm talking real, true identity politics, like a real, true, woke-ass video game, they always try to go for the emotional aspect because they know that that's the only way they're going to sell it, by guilt-tripping you.
Whether it is through the superficial and incompetent depiction of the 1990s, or leveraging gender and sexual identity in the form of its in-game characters. This is a software title manufactured by people who openly hate gamers and are setting out to manipulate marginalized people, like those who are not straight, into submitting to a self-centered and narrow worldview in which other people only have value if they echo the exact same political and ideological views.
Of course. And here's the thing, man. You know, with these particular people, a lot of them make all of their decisions in life based off their emotions. They don't exactly think very logically. everything is emotionally decided by these people. They even emotionally vote, which is why a lot of Democrat voters are emotional voters. Unfortunately, I know some that definitely vote based off policy, and I'm not trying to paint a blanket statement here. But overall, a lot of the Democratic voters that I have seen, whether on the internet or in real life, unfortunately, are emotional voters, which is why a majority of them are actually women, because women do a lot of things based off their emotions. They are known for that. So, unfortunately, when you have video games like this, all they're going to do is try to tug at the person's emotions to try to either guilt trip you to buy the game, or to make you feel bad for not buying the game, or to make you feel bad for not supporting the game, retweeting it, or whatever. They're going to adhere to your emotional connection in any way they possibly can to try to garner a sale or at least positive press from it.
In response to the launch of Lost Records Bloom and Rage, a self-described entertainment lawyer focused on complex rights deals, film, and TV finance published a post on social media site
Keyword is entertainment, because that's the one that's absolutely false.
masquerading as a professional platform where adults may network and meet, LinkedIn. In this post, this entertainment lawyer lectures consumers of the following points at length. People must purchase the game at full price, ideally pre-ordering and buying the deluxe version.
Wow.
People must.
Wow. Are we really at the point in life where we are guilt tripping people to buy a game at full price and the deluxe edition at full price just because of what? To own the chuds, or to give this false perception that the game is successful when it's not?
Play it. People must get other people to buy and play it in the most expensive way possible. This person reiterates you must buy these products because they focus on identity, supremacy, and politics that align with the consumer, supposedly. Nowhere in this post
hold on, really quick. Before we continue Sungrand's video, I want to show you guys something. This is currently how Lost Records Bloom and Rage is performing right now on Steam. The game has 288 people playing right now. It hit a peak concurrent player count of 1,990 players 20 days ago. The game has been tanking ever since. I mean, are we seriously at the point where we are trying to convince people to pay full price for a game just because of ideological reasons and not because of the game itself? Are you really trying to do that? I guess I believe it, because this game is all about ideology. This game is all about identity politics. So of course they're going to market their game and try to sell their game based on that. Anyway, let's go back to Sungrand.
Concept of the quality of the product ever discussed in regards to a reason as to why a person should purchase a product. In fact, this post openly admits that reviews for the game are, to quote, not great. Yet,
Wait, so you admit the reviews aren't great, and yet you're still telling people to go buy the game at full price anyway. Wow.
The game focuses on politics and identity supremacy. People are required to purchase the game in the most expensive way possible and to force other people to also buy and play it. I will not name this person in my speech. I will not address him or her directly. Firstly, in my line of work, I deal directly with CEOs and owners of multi-million-dollar businesses. I do not punch down on children, nor do I waste my time engaging with people who live in a bubble of reality rejection and who refuse to listen when adults are speaking.
Oh my God, Jesus.
Instead of addressing this person, I would like to communicate directly with my colleagues working in the games industry to point out this misbehavior and malpractice. It is not our job to tell people what to do. It is not our job to tell people how to spend their money, and it is definitely not our job to control the thoughts of our customers. It is well outside of our rights to weaponize people's sexual identities and insecurities against them, so we can manipulate them into purchasing products regardless of the quality, content, or intent of the product.
Let him cook.
Our job as writers, artists, programmers, testers, and engineers is to create something fun for people to do. And on a deeper level beyond that, it is our job to give people something beautiful to believe in for the short time that we are here on this earth. Our industry does not need bullies or manipulators who brainwash and take control of consumers, taking advantage of people who are not straight, who already feel alone and rejected by society. Modern companies have been using superficial, forced diversity to manipulate and use marginalized people as human shields.
Facts.
They hire base.
I say that all the time. This diversity that is being forced down our throats and showcased on a daily basis is not real diversity. It's not organic diversity. It's not diversity that's happening because, it's just naturally happening. It is forced, superficial, inorganic, bullshit diversity that means absolutely nothing to anybody other than the white liberal that thinks that they're somehow helping people that are lesser than them by propping them up on a pedestal that is built on a house of cards. That is what they are doing.
Based on gender, race, and sexual identity, not competence or talent. One cannot be taught talent, nor can one conjure skill by reciting a cult incantation in their Twitter bio. As a result, our entertainment media is poor quality, and marginalized people become the subject of resentment and hatred.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Marginalized people or people of color, whatever you want to call it, they are 100% the subject of a lot of the bullshit that comes their way simply because the white liberal wants to prop them up in a false way. That's really what it is, man. And they know that. The white liberals that do this shit know that. They know that they're not the ones that are going to get most of the backlash. It's the people that they're using as shields. It's the people that they're using to prop up. They're putting them out there, telling them this is a good idea. And then when they get the amount of backlash they get, they say, don't worry, the world is just racist. Trust me, I'm really on your side.
Listening to the wants and needs of as many people as I can in the games industry. Here is my assessment. Gamers want good games. Marginalized people want to feel like they are accepted and that they belong. It is actually not complicated to achieve this because we already had that before these activists forced their way into entertainment media industries and started throwing tantrums.
100%.
20 years.
We already had this in the 90s. We had this in the early 2000s. We had this already. And they completely changed it up now to the point where they're trying to claim as if it's because of them that diversity exists now, when really all that exists because of them is just psychotic, absolute nonsense.
Years ago, we had good games, and marginalized people were not being treated as separate from the rest of the population. If we had already solved this problem 20 years ago, why is it such a prominent problem now? Those activists hijacking entertainment media, pushing their corporate DEI scam, sure have done a great job making sure the world grows more hateful and resentful of marginalized groups while ruining the quality of our media.
100%.
DEI has done an excellent job of making marginalized people feel like they don't belong with and will never be able to agree with everyone else who is different from them. There are people working in entertainment industries, especially our games industry, who are working in bad faith. Those activists have no care.
That's the majority of them.
Or concern for the damage they cause to our industry. They care nothing of the products that they bully consumers into buying. They care about massaging their precious insecurities by forcing their feeble beliefs onto others in a desperate, vain attempt to gain validation. Unfortunately,
that's all they're looking for is validation for their psychosis.
These activists are here now. They are causing damage and are making it difficult for real developers with actual talent and skill to do their jobs. To my fellow developers, I must ask you, hang in there, stay strong, and do your best. Even if things may feel hopeless, even if things feel like they'll never get better, we are all in this together.
Listen, guys, Sunr is absolutely cooking in this video. There is about another 5 or 6 minutes to this video. I'm not going to react to the whole thing. I want you guys to go click his video, give him the click, give him the view, and let him tell his whole story and tell his whole video. Because honestly, what he's saying here is 100% true, and there's no doubt about it. Unfortunately, the industry has been co-opted by activism. The industry is absolute garbage right now. The people that are working in the industry mostly are doing so in bad faith, and they're doing it to try to own the judge. This video game that he's talking about simply exists only to try to push a message, and that is it. and they know it. And their only way that they have a chance at selling the game is by guilt tripping you into buying it, or at least making you feel bad to the point where you have to buy it. That's essentially it. So shout out again to Sunr Studios. The link for his video is going to be down below. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.